Congratulations, amazing lady. You have just done your unique body type quiz, and I am so excited that you are now going to be able to improve your marketing strategy like 1,000-fold. So, how are we going to do this? Well, you simply start with your personal image. I'm so sick and tired of seeing amazing entrepreneurial women who have reached success, built incredible businesses, not using this one main asset to their advantage. And this asset is yourself. By working on your personal image and your marketing for your personal brand, you can effectively become that incredible asset in your business that will drive it further and faster forward and monetize your audience like you've never seen before. So how do we start doing that? Well, we look at things like your body shape. Without knowing simple things like your body shape, we can't know where to start creating the image. So one thing about your body shape that you can use it for, turning up online. You can use it for, on stage. You can use it for a myriad of things. People in high profile positions have been using their body shapes to their advantage for years and years and years. And I'm so glad you've taken the opportunity to do the same thing. So what we want to do is create balance. And how do we do that for you? So you, incredible lady, are a pear. And that's awesome. My mum's a pear. I love a pear. So how we want to create balance in anything is really create the perception of like evenness and length. So it doesn't matter what shape you are. Generally with a pear, you'll find that your hips and your butt is the widest measurement compared to your waist and your bust or shoulders. So this means that you likely appear or feel bottom heavy a lot of the time, and that's fine. Like you've got a beautiful butt. Let's use those curves. You've got an amazing attribute, and it generally means that you've got a beautiful little chest and neck area as well. So let's show those off, and we can't show those off unless we know how to market them and create an image around them effectively. So what we want to do is draw attention to your waist and make your shoulders appear bigger. Draw attention to your waist to really bring that in, because we want to take advantage of that asset, as well as just widening out your shoulders so that they appear the same width as your hips, or about roundabout. That creates that classic feminine figure. So it doesn't matter what world we're living in, humans are going to be looking at what is classically human. So for women, it's going to be that classic figure, right? Once we know that, you can actually go out and buy things that you're going to feel comfortable and confident in, which will just immediately increase your sales. So let's work on that. When you're online, how do we show up? Well, we know how to show up based on your necklines. And I'm glad you're watching this, because this goes in further than what I write on the PDF. Always watch the videos with me. A little handy tip there. Okay, so what we want to do is we don't want to wear any narrow necklines. So like halter necks for you guys. You're just going to appear really bottom heavy, and it's going to make you feel really uncomfortable. And every time you look in the mirror, you're going to be like, oh, why did I wear this? It also just immediately makes your shoulders appear smaller, like really small, and they already are small and petite. So you don't need to do that. You want to actually increase the power of your shoulders. So people want to see power in their leader, right? Okay, so we have a few options for you, and all of these are about increasing the width of your shoulders. So we've got the beautiful off shoulder. You guys can really use off shoulders so well. You've got the square, which is so good, that beautiful angular. It's like quite unique. Only a few people can really wear this in the shape world. You've got the beautiful crawl neck. So using drape is a really cool way to create comfort in whatever style you are. So I'm a big believer in using everything to set yourself up for success. So if you do, and everyone does have body issues, a great way is to use drape or folds in the fabric to cover up any lumps and bumps or anything that you're like, I don't like that part, And that way you can actually feel comfortable. Like, you wear those Spanx. wear those, whatever. I don't care. I wear Spanx. If you're not comfortable, you cannot sell to your true potential. You cannot appear as the powerful leader you are if you're like scratching an itch. So Sabrina is also amazing. So it's a really classic, elegant neckline. So what you guys can do is take advantage of a lot more classic necklines, which are great because they're feminine and they really bring in this softness, but they also have a power to them as well because they are high. They do retain that regalness that a lot of other shapes can't take advantage of. So you guys are really lucky in that. The more masculine you want to appear, the more strong you want to appear, and there's nothing wrong with masculine or feminine. It's all about creating balance, because once we create balance, that's where we get the range. The person with the most range will have the strongest marketing campaign. So when you want to appear more masculine, for you guys, it is with these higher necklines. It is with any of the more angular necklines, okay? So those stronger lines are what brings in those masculine factors. The more feminine, the softer you want to appear will be those softer, rounder necklines. So you can kind of mix it up, and you can also bring in balance depending on the color. So think of like more feminine, softer, welcoming colors compared to those like darker, stronger, potentially more masculine colors. So there's a couple of ways you can do this. This is literally just like the top inch of the iceberg. So it's really, really cool stuff. And you can action this straight away, which is awesome. So what I've done so you can action this straight away is put together this little outfit and suggestion guide. So this is really just a few key looks that you can just quickly go to and go, okay, I know that's going to look awesome. And it shows the potential for how you can use colors and drapes and shapes to, really take advantage of your figure and create that balance visually. So this one is a great example of, lines and how you can, use your neckline. So one, it's got that really wide neckline and it's got horizontal stripes. So that's immediately widening that top half, right? And plus with a dark color in the wide leg pants, the dark color is immediately creating the perception as it's like a smaller size. It's downgrading, especially compared to that white on the top, which is just expansive. And it goes over the hips really comfortably. Now, because it's a wide neckline, it doesn't just create the perception of wideness through the color and like the stripes. It's also meaning that your shoulders are now becoming in the same line as the pants as well. And that's awesome. You can also create length in your legs by not having like necessarily the straps. So like here, it's not you can't wear the straps. I'm just saying if you want to, you can create length by not having any front straps on your shoes. And that's a really cool, elegant way you can do it. You can also create a bit of length with your hair as well. So there's all these different things that we can use. And especially if if we were to dig it into it one-on-one, you can do so much on individual level. It's really cool. So here is another great example of how you can create balance, right? So this is just a lovely, elegant dress. So you guys can really take advantage of these wide collars, high neckline, wide collar. Immediately, that screams like power, success, will position you just to the front, perfect. It's got a nice structured sleeve. And it comes in at the waist with a belt. So belts are awesome. So I'd encourage you to add some belts to your arsenal. They're a really great way to use a lot of different outfits differently and bring new life into things that you may need to reinvent. Again, this balances and goes over anything that you might not want to show by having a wide skirt. So really lovely, wide, flowy skirt that immediately balances in with the shoulders, the wide neckline, everything. And it also has a little bit of power. You can wear A-lines, okay? You can wear V-necks. It just, be cautious with how you do it, okay? You don't want to narrow down your bust too much. Here is another great example of how you can use, the more pencil structured skirts. This is a great, no one should ever hide their figure. It's all about creating that visual balance so that we can talk to more people. So this is great because front tuck is perfect for elongating your figure, and length is really important when you want to appear more powerful. And then front tuck with it where it drapes out the side will create that extra appearance of like length and decrease the size of your hips a little bit. So instead of following where your hips are, the eyes of your audience will immediately follow where the fabric is going and go down. So having a skirt that either flares out or hugs your figure is important. If you have a skirt that just kind of goes straight down, not saying that you can't, but it will need to be a bit more cautious about how you wear it, because that's where you're going to feel really bottom heavy, because it's just going to be hugging and going straight down the largest aspect of your body, and we don't want that. This is also looks really regal, and you can have fun with colors, and have it like, don't look at the colors when you're looking at this. Look at in particular styles and take advantage of that. This is another great look for you guys. So again, this style of cardigan and going over that largest aspect means that you're kind of decreasing the size, but you're also bringing in the shape on the inside, right? You're bringing in with the belt, you're bringing in with the front tuck. You're expanding your top half through wearing this in the white, and you're decreasing the size perception of your bottom half through dark jeans denim. So this is a few really handy little tips. I hope you found them helpful. If you did, please comment. Send us a little feedback. We would love to hear from you. You can also follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and any of the other social media platforms that we are on. And if you really want to deep dive into this one-on-one, please feel free to book in a free consult, a 15-minute consult, where we can discuss what our possible solution will be for you and your marketing strategy. But our aim is always going to be, let's get you front and center and position you as the expert in your field. I hope you have an amazing day, gorgeous woman.